Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Simply for Wellness. I'm your host, Bridget, and today we are going to be talking about getting the life that you want. I know I've been gone for a really long time. I kind of was just in a weird rut. You know how I am? I feel like I've repeated myself so many times. I feel like I've broken record. You know how sometimes when I deal with stuff at home or when I'm dealing with stuff in general, I kind of just shut down in a way, and I kind of just take that space for myself and just focus on my mental health. That's what's been happening these past 3 months. I don't even know why it took me this long to really come on here and just kind of express myself or even just say anything in general. I'm kind of working on that too as well. I don't know. I don't like opening up. And it's weird because I have a podcast and I talk about wellness and your mental health and taking care of yourself and being very vocal and expressive. But when it comes to me, sometimes I just keep everything inside, or I'll resort to other substances like drinking. I just kind of just forget about it all. And that's what's been happening to me for the past 2 to 3 months. I just haven't been focusing on the right things and on doing the things that I love that actually genuinely make me happy, or do the things that I know will help me succeed. So yeah, I feel like this episode is perfect for anyone that's like me, who really struggles to getting the life that they want or anything in general that they want, and just being consistent. Yeah, let's just get right into it. I just want to give you guys a quick little update, what's been going on. As you guys can see, this is a new setup. Well, not really a new setup. It's this is the first time I'm really doing video when it comes to podcasting. As you guys know, I have a YouTube channel. My name is Simply Bridget on YouTube. So if you are not yet subscribed, definitely subscribe. But yeah, I also have been slacking on YouTube too. So, but yeah, I kind of had this weird, it's not weird. I just kind of had this a spiritual awakening. I was driving on the highway, and I started thinking about my brother's friend, and, rest in peace and condolences to his family. 2-3 months ago, or 4 months ago, that my brother's friend had passed away, in a car accident. And I just thought back then, when he told me, it didn't really hit me. I mean, I definitely got really sad for him. And I know he was really sad and hurt by it, and they weren't close or anything towards the end, because you know how sometimes when you graduate high school, you kind of drift off from the original people you've been friends with. So that's what happened. But moral of the story, I was driving on the highway, and it made me think of him. I don't know what made me think of him, but Janae Aiko was playing. She's my favorite artist. I love her so much. I just got really sad, and I started crying. The reason why I started crying is because, my brother's friend was really young when he passed away, and just the way it happened and what he told me. I don't want to get into details, but all I'm going to say is that words are very powerful. Watch what you really say, and you never know what anyone's going through. But when I was driving, I started to cry, and I just kind of had this awakening, and was just life is too short to really not doing the things that you love or the things that make you happy. I just started thinking about my life and all the things that I've been doing these past 2 to 3 months that I haven't been posting. And it's because I've been stopping myself from getting the life that I want and doing things that I love. Why are you stopping yourself from doing what you want to do and stopping yourself, basically self-sabotaging? Why are you self-sabotaging the life that you want? You know what I mean? And it's because I'm comfortable, I'm scared, and that's what it is. I'm comfortable in my little comfort zone, and I'm afraid of the unknown. And that's why I haven't been posting and not focused on the right things that I need to be focused on, focusing on the wrong things. And by the time that I get to 40 or 60s, I'm going to be really upset that I didn't continue doing the things that I love, or I took this long to get to where I want to be. I just had this awakening, and it made me come on here today to really just do it and really just face those fears, face the unknown, and stop being in your comfort zone. Because if you're going to stay in your comfort zone, you're going to obviously still feel comfortable. You're going to not want to do anything else that seems unfamiliar to you. You're just going to stay in the same comfortable state because that's what you're comfortable with knowing, and what you're comfortable with feeling. Everything that you're doing that it's comfortable and you're not doing anything new is because your mind and your body is used to it. I go to work. I usually work either 10 to 6 or 11 to 7. I'll go to the gym, and then I'll come home, do my skincare routine, take a shower. I either just watch TV and just go to sleep, or I'll just binge watch on my phone or scroll on Instagram until I fall asleep. And obviously I know that's very bad. It's terrible habits to be doing. But yeah, that's what I've been doing these past 2 to 3 months. I have been doing the things that I really enjoy doing, or what I really want to start doing. And the things that I want to consistently start doing is meditating in the morning. I used to meditate all the time in the morning, and now I just kind of don't do it anymore because, again, I'm comfortable. Like I just don't want to do it. It's just like the thought of doing it before actually doing it is tiring before I actually do it. And I've heard this before in other podcasts and like books. Like when you think about doing something, you're obviously not going to want to do something. And it's true. You're not going to want to go to the gym. You're not going to want to listen to podcasts. You're not going to want to read a book for 30 minutes. Those are the things you don't want to, but we want to build those habits because we know that it's good for us. So yeah, like I want to start meditating in the morning like how I used to. And it doesn't have to be long. It could be for like 5 to 10 minutes. That's what I started off doing. And then I went from 5 to 10 minutes to 30 minutes. And sometimes I'll go a whole hour just meditating. And I know how good it made me feel. And I know meditation is not for everyone, but I know this is what works for me. So yeah, I want to start meditating in the morning. I want to be able to read more. I have so many books that I have. And like one thing about me, I love reading. It's one thing that I've enjoyed ever since I was a little girl. I kind of just spiraled out of control. But yeah, that's what we're going to be talking about in today's episode. You are stopping yourself from getting the life that you want. And like I mentioned before, I had this like awakening and I kind of just wanted to change my life and really do the things that I know make me happy, and I know will make me succeed in the way that I want to. I had that little awakening as I was driving on the highway. And we have those little moments when we're in the or not in the highway, when we're in the car and we just have like those little thoughts that we have to ourselves. And those are good moments to have. Have you ever tried that? I've heard this in another podcast too. What was his name? I think his name was like Jay. So there's this guy named Jay, and he's a very popular podcaster. And it was actually with my favorite artist, Jenny Aiko, and they were talking about the red light meditation. And basically the red light meditation was you're in your car, you're sitting at a red light, and you kind of just sit there and think about all the things that you're grateful for today. Just kind of just sit in your car, just hear the birds, hear the outside noises, the environmental noises, and just kind of take 3 deep breaths and really just think about how grateful you are to be in this car. Be grateful for the red light, for having a moment of silence and a moment of solitude. Yeah, so like where I was going with that was sitting in your car and driving is honestly very therapeutic. And, you have a lot of awakenings, a lot of realizations. And when I had that awakening in the car, I kind of struggle with like my potential really. But sometimes I get in my own way. I self-sabotage a lot. And I even talk about this with my therapist. Sometimes I don't talk about it with my therapist. And I found that was a problem because if I don't tell my therapist, I'm basically lying to myself. And I'm kind of just, again, I'm really self-sabotaging my potential and just self-sabotaging in general. What am I doing? Why do we do this? Like, why do we self-sabotage so much? Why are we so scared of the unknown? Why are we so scared to be uncomfortable? I get it now. It's because we're just so comfortable being in the same place. We've been comfortable basically almost all our lives. We're wired to do certain things and those things are considered normal or right. Sometimes when we're consistently doing a routine that's familiar to us every single day, that's where we're going to stay in. We're going to stay in that same energy, the same routine. And someone comes to you saying, oh, I have this amazing job opportunity. Basically everything you've ever wanted, right? Travel's included, food is included. You will be traveling, you'll be paid X amount of money, basically more money than you've been making at your 9-to-5 job, right? But you have like amazing benefits, right? You're saying to yourself like, whoa, like this sounds way too good to be true, because to you, you're so familiar with the life that you already have. And someone coming to you with that offer just sounds very hard to believe, or something like this can't happen to someone like you, And when we have that limiting belief in our head, we start to actually believe it. What I'm trying to say is that when we're stuck in the same routine and doing the same things every day, it's kind of hard for us to develop a new habit because we're so familiar with being comfortable, and we're so comfortable with being comfortable that we don't want to ruin that or disrupt that energy or vibration with something new because you're not familiar with it. And that's why we stay in the same place, because it's like, this is what I'm used to, this is what I know, and this is what I know will consistently make me happy. But how will you know if that other thing won't make you happy, or this could be even better than what you have right now? I'm just so comfortable with being comfortable. I'm just laying here in bed and watching TV, scrolling on my phone, being on TikTok. And I'm just like, when I had that moment the other day in the car, I was like, what am I doing? Like, why am I just wasting my life right now? And it's true. Like, it is wasting my life going to parties and drinking and smoking and doing all these things that like don't resonate with the life that I want, is why I'm staying in the same spot. And that goes for any of you guys out there too. Like, you have this vision board, you have this dream that you want to live, and you look up to these celebrities and influencers, and you constantly say to yourself, I wish I was rich. I wish I had that lifestyle. I wish I had X amount of money. You want those things. Why don't you go out and actually build that life that you want? Partying and smoking and staying in the same space that you're so comfortable in is not going to get you to where you want to be. You actually have to put in the work. You can say, oh, I want to start going to the gym. I want to start eating healthy. I want to start drinking more healthier. I want to cut out alcohol. I want to cut out smoking. You can say those things, but if you don't actually put in the work into actually doing that and building the life that you want, you're going to remain in the same spot, and you have no one else to blame but yourself. You can't blame anyone for the life that you're at right now. And that goes also for parents too. Don't blame your parents because of what they've done. They didn't know any better either. And I've had to learn that too. They only had the resources available to them. Now we have therapy, we have YouTube, podcasts, books. We have so many resources available to us that can help us deal with our mental health and deal with certain situations that we're dealing with. But when it came to our parents, they didn't know any better either. There's no one else to blame for the life that you're living right now but yourself. When it comes to friends, family, a job, whatever the case may be, you are the reason why you are in the position that you're in. And that's honestly the hardest truth that a lot of people can't take. Why am I not there yet? Like, why does this person have this and I don't have this? But it's because like everyone's life is different. Everyone's on their own path. We can't compare ourselves to what others are doing. We have our own path. They have their own path. They came on this life to do something completely different than what you came onto this life to do. Everyone has their own story. Kind of just got to the root of the issue. A book that I can really recommend to you guys. I literally haven't even read it, to be honest. I've only read like the first 5 pages. It's Atomic Habits. If you really want to break habits and really just start doing what you want to do, that's the book for you. Atomic Habits and The Mountain Is You. Those 2 books, forget about it. Like, you'll really just get up and just stop wasting your life. I'm so funny because I haven't even finished reading the book Atomic Habits, and I'm just like, I recommend it. But honestly, like, I've heard so many good things about that book. Actually, not good things, great things about that book. Someone very close to me had actually let me borrow the book, and he had told me that it's such an amazing book. And I've seen all the amazing things that he's doing. He has his brand. He has a team that he has made for himself when it comes to his brand. So he's not doing this all by himself. And I see how hard he works on his brand, and it makes me really happy. And he says like the book really just changed the way he thought about like a lot of things. And I'm just honestly really proud of him, and it really motivated me to really just get my life together. And my life it still is, like, I'm still getting my life together. I'm not the same person that I was a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. January was really the push that I really needed. And like, it was a hard push. Like, I basically like fell down 10 flights of stairs. That's how it felt like. Even though I was very, very depressed. You have to hit rock bottom before you can get to the top. I definitely hit rock bottom. I was at like the lowest I've ever felt, and it really just pushed me into becoming the person that I am today. And I'm super, as you can see, the smile on my face. So I'm just really happy that I'm here. And it took a lot of consistency, it took a lot of dedication, but because I changed it, I changed my habit, I changed my mindset. And changing my mindset was honestly one of the biggest things that helped me, because when I would go to the gym, I'd say to myself, like, I want to go to the gym to gain weight. And now when I go to the gym, I just enjoy the process of working out and tell myself and visualize like this exercise, I'm gonna get this biggest booty. Like, I just kind of say like words of affirmation. I just kind of hype myself up. I listen to the music. I just enjoy the workout. I enjoy the gym. And now when I go to the gym, I'm not down when I'm weighing myself on the scale. I'm not 145 pounds. Like, I feel good. I look good. I tell myself that I look good in the mirror now. And every time that I'm drinking water or like a juice or something, I say words of affirmation. That's also something that I've learned listening to podcasts and Pinterest and TikToks. And so like, I'll tell myself like, I'm 145 pounds. I have an hourglass figure. My hip dips are filled out. I'll say little things like that. I'm saying all this to say that literally, like, I was stopping myself from getting here. All I really needed to do was just change the way that I think and just doing it, and not really thinking about doing the thing that you want to do before actually doing it. Really just sit down with yourself and write down all the things that you want in your life and make a plan. Really make a plan. And what I mean by plan, build a routine for yourself. And look at YouTube videos, listen to podcasts or look up to your favorite influencers and see what they're doing, and don't copy them, but like just kind of implement like habits that they're doing that really makes you feel good, makes them feel good, and try it out for yourself and see if it makes you feel good too. The Atomic Habits book really will get you to breaking bad habits and just building new ones. So we're getting close to the end of the episode, but what I want you guys to take away from this episode is basically sit down with yourself and really just envision the life that you want and think about how you can get there, and make yourself a routine, make yourself a plan that you can stick to for at least 2 weeks. And when you at least stick to those habits for at least 2 weeks, you'll see how easy it is to maintain it, and you'll see how easy it is to keep adding new habits. I highly recommend getting the book Atomic Habits and also getting the book The Mountain Is You, because The Mountain Is You will really slap you in the face with it. It will just tell you the things that you really need to hear that the friend won't tell you. Buy the Atomic Habits book, buy The Mountain Is You, and start listening to more podcasts. Implement good things in your life. Implement things that like are very productive, make you feel good. And I'm not talking about like alcohol, weed, or going out. Like honestly, if you really want to be successful, you really want to have X amount of money, start a business. Start asking yourself what you're good at and what you want to do, and quiz yourself, understand yourself more. And when you understand yourself more, you'll enjoy life more. You'll enjoy the process of basically building the life, and you'll see like when you do those things, you'll see how fast you have everything in front of you. Little small habits every week if you can. If not, just start building a habit every month. Whatever works for you is what's going to work for you. Whatever works for someone else is not going to work for you. So you honestly just have to sit down with yourself, really understand yourself, and see where you're at in life, and see, is this really the life that I want to live? Is this really where I want to be the rest of my life? If not, change something from your daily routine, add something into your routine, and see how like your life changes right before your eyes, and how good you'll start feeling, and the many unexpected blessings that will come to your life when doing these things. Because when you do good, you'll feel good, and good comes to you. Also, like start doing vision boards, and really put the vision board on your phone, put it on your lock screen, put it on your desktop computer, print it out and put it on like your calendar board, wherever you are at. Like if you're in your car more often, you're on your phone more often. If you're at your desk, put the vision board where you're consistently going to see it. And when you consistently see that vision board, you'll remind yourself of the drive. You'll remind yourself of why you're doing this in the first place and why you want to change your life in the first place. But yeah, so sorry if this episode was long. I didn't really mean to put this episode long, but I'm super proud of myself that I even got on here and recorded the episode for you guys. I was going to hold it off again today, and I was going to be like, no, I'm not ready. And you have to stop telling yourself that you're never going to be ready. And that's also something that I told myself, and I also heard from other podcasts. You're never going to be ready. And when you are going to be ready, it's going to be too late. And that's why I mentioned the whole thing about my friend, my brother's friend, and that accident. You never know when your time will come. Enjoy those little things. Wear that dress that you're holding off for a perfect moment. Light that $100 candle that you're waiting to put in a new home. Just do those things that make you happy, and don't wait for the right moment, because there's never going to be a right moment. We're not going to be ready. You're not going to be ready, and just do it. Like Nike says, just do it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I'm super sorry that it took us so long. I'm going to keep working on being consistent. I feel really good. I feel motivated. I had that awakening, and I'm just ready to get back into the game, you know? And I hope you guys also feel really excited to get yourself back and basically just get the life that you want. Get off from the bed, stop scrolling on Instagram, TikTok, and envisioning this life, and just do it. Be the main character. But yeah, I love you guys, and thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. Make sure you guys follow the Simply for Wellness page on Instagram, and also follow the YouTube page, because now we'll be posting on the Simply for Wellness page on YouTube as well. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys have any questions, if you want me to film a podcast episode for you guys on anything specific, feel free to message me. I'll be happy to help you. I'll be happy to talk about anything that you guys want me to talk about. And also make sure to follow my Instagram, my personal Instagram, which is Bridget.p on Instagram. I love you guys so much, and stay tuned for another episode. Love you.